Hello everyone. Now, it's pretty uncommon for me to make videos showing my face, as most of the time it's not really needed. Sometimes I will in shorts, and sometimes I will in other videos when I'm kind of explaining something that I think might take longer than a short. But I wanted to talk about potentially some differences that's going to be happening in my channel. So, since I turned 18, I've kind of been making some changes. I have made a bank account with my local bank that's been helping a lot in getting coins. But I don't know if I can necessarily keep it going. So the bank that I have, the bank that's within walking distance of my house that I've probably mentioned in other videos, a lot of times doesn't take my coins that I hunt, and really I only try to return there as a last resort. I don't like to return there a lot because usually they're not a huge fan of it. But sometimes they will, just like that short that I posted where they were able to take nearly all of my coin. But I'm getting to a point where I'm going to probably need to start finding other branches or even making accounts with other banks in order to be able to return and order coins in the future. And, a lot of a lot of other things need to happen before this can happen. Like I want to finish with my driving type stuff. I've been kind of putting it off for a while, and I want to get that out of the way so that way I can go to these banks a little more easily. Not to mention, the most important thing for me right now is to find a place to work because I have not yet, and this is pretty much it's gonna help everything that I want to do, right? It can, because I want to start driving on my own soon, eventually make enough money to buy a vehicle, which again will help a lot more, and also, eventually, hoping to make enough to, continue this coin roll hunting hobby that I have and maybe expand it even further. So I'm not exactly sure if the pattern will keep going. Usually there's intervals where I do a coin roll hunt, and then a lot of times when I'm not able to get to the bank or I'm not able to get any coins because of a certain situation, I have another like backup video. Like I'll do mail calls, and I'll show coins that I've got, and maybe even sometimes some informational videos. But I do like coin roll hunting, and for me that is kind of the main purpose of my channel, even though my channel is called Andrew's Numismatics, and which indicates that it's not just coin roll hunting, but I do love coin roll hunting, and I want to keep it going as much as possible. And so, but for that to happen, I need to get some other things together. Now, this isn't like a, see you guys off in a few months type thing. I'm still going to be posting videos, every week. And, sometimes it's been a little bit more than a week, but sometimes that's how it goes. And, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep up the pattern that I've been of getting coins, because there's a lot of other things that I need to think about. Today is actually, as I'm filming, today's August 31st. It's the last day of the month. September's coming up. My siblings are going back to school, and my my mom is gonna start a new job that actually is out of school, and this is making me think I need to start getting on this, and so I need to look around, and the good thing about where we live is we have a shopping center about a 3-minute walk away from our house or our neighborhood, and so I'm hoping to find a place over there that we'll hire, because I don't need a car for that, and so that is that hopefully is an option that I'll consider and maybe even get accepted by. So, like I will like today. Today I actually, I managed to get to a couple different banks. I didn't expect to go to the bank to go to a couple different branches today, but circumstances allowed me to. But I don't know if that's going to continue to happen because I'm looking to find a place to work, and also my parents. I can't expect my parents to take me to banks necessarily too soon much anymore. So I need to have other things happening so that way eventually I can do it myself. And once that happens, once I've been driving and once I've been working and I can expand the amount of money that I use for this hobby and go to these banks myself, it's going to be a lot easier. But even though it might be a lot easier, the amount of videos might not be as often. Like I could do one maybe I might do it like every 2 weeks in the future. So I want to be able to continue the hobby, and right now I did just get some coins from the bank, and I have a bunch of packages that I want to open for mail calls, but as I said, my local bank that I can pretty much reach any time a lot of times doesn't like when I return coins, and I try not to as much as possible. Because they get a lot of people who are ordering coins, and those same people return there, which I'm assuming the bank isn't a huge fan about because I'm sure these people have the option to go to other branches but are still choosing to order and return the same coins here. For me, it's a little bit different because I don't get to the bank as often as a lot of these other coin collectors are because, they're adults. And I'm technically an adult, but just barely. So that's kind of a little bit of a frustrating issue because they really should be using other branches. And 99% of the time, I also use other branches. And really, I probably only return any coins at this chase at most, once a month at most. Even that can sometimes be a little bit much for the chase. So, if I kind of stick with that, I'm just lengthening the time in between videos even more. So, this is kind of a video just made because there's a lot of things that I want to get together, and I don't know if I'll be able to, buy and return and buy again fast enough to keep the coin roll hunting videos going every single week. I kind of thought about making this video now because, jobs are going to increase for people, and people are starting school, and, things are starting to gear up for my family. And so, I want to be able to, start, expand my horizon, basically, and offer some new paths. And so, as I said, I am going to be posting on this channel as much as possible. I'll continue to do videos. This isn't an abandonment video. I'm not going to abandon this channel. And this isn't necessarily an immediate problem. Like, I am going to continue and looking for a place and trying to, expand my possible life future. But, so this isn't going to be something like, this is happening right now. I still have a little bit of time to, upload some other videos that I have saved on my phone and open up some more of these packages. Because I got some pretty cool coins that I bought that I think you guys might be excited about. A lot of cool ones. And a lot of ones that I don't think I've ever featured on my channel. So, hopefully you guys are excited for that. As I said, I just got a bunch of coins from the bank today, so there will be at least one more coin roll hunt, and I'll try to order boxes for my local chase, whenever I can, maybe every couple weeks. That's what I've been doing, actually, ordering every couple weeks, and then the days in between, trying to find another branch to return, or sometimes using Coinstar. And obviously, technically, Coinstar is completely viable as an option, but the fees are a lot, and especially, the fee gets exponentially bigger the more amount you return. And that's what companies like Coinstar, that's what they count on. So, I really try not to use Coinstar, and I really only use it really only use it with pennies. If I have like a bunch of pennies that I don't think I'll ever get to the bank, I'll just return a bunch of them in Coinstar, because I'm okay paying the fee if I don't have to deal with the fiasco of trying to return them all, because I'll just spend more time doing so. And that opportunity that the Chase said they could take all my coins, that was, that's probably a once in a few months opportunity that I doubt will happen too much again. So that's not something I necessarily should get used to, because I don't think that they're necessarily always going to want to do that. And I don't want to stress this, I don't want to stress this bank out any more than they probably already are, because all the tellers there are fantastic. It's an awesome branch. I don't know why it's rated 2 stars on Google. It's a fantastic bank. They've been really accommodating. I really haven't had a single bad experience from them, and I really, I respect their wishes, and so whenever I can, I try to not return there, and so, it's best if I try to find an alternate route, or maybe, find a final route, like, as I said, finding a place to, that will hire me, and eventually kind of work up to, a better future situation. And, I like, my setup that I have right now, I really like, and I really enjoy it, but, life goes on, and, eventually I'll be hopefully moving out of this place. I don't expect that I'll be moving out probably until I'm in my 20s, because, let's be honest here, the housing situation is sucky right now for everyone in the U.S. And other places too. But I doubt I'll be out of here at least until I'm in my early 20s. So, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna keep going with, the videos, but more importantly, other parts of my life. But I don't want to make this I'm moving on with my life, so, because, who cares really, right? So, this is kind of like the videos might change a little bit. I've also, not only like the interval of videos, I've also kind of been thinking of doing different thumbnails. Like, I think I like how my thumbnails are now, but I also don't think they're necessarily too view grabbing. And because my thumbnails right now are like, if I'm corner hunting nickels and I find a buffalo, I'll have the picture of the buffalo. Sorry, there's a motorcycle revving outside. I'll have like the picture of the buffalo on the right, and then I'll have like an arrow pointing to it, or a couple, and then the text of like basically like a transcript of the title. But I feel like doing the title in the thumbnail and, the title, I feel like doesn't make a lot of sense, and I've kind of started to like doing it where the picture of the coin is the whole thumbnail, and I just add an arrow and a little bit of text, maybe not even any text, to it, and making the thumbnails a lot more simple. Because the editing that I do on my videos is fairly simple anyway. Most of the time I just add my intro, outro, go through it just to make sure there's no other mistakes. So it will speed up the process a lot. So, I guess that's not necessarily related to, like, the full topic of the video, but it's also something that I've been kind of wanting to mention and experiment with. So, I'm not sure if, like, the whole thumbnail thing will actually go through. I need a little bit of time to think about it, but, of course, not too much time, because, things are happening. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it for what I wanted to say. If I update, I'll probably update through the form of a post on my YouTube channel. I also have an Instagram. Now I haven't talked about it much on my channel much. I always say what the Instagram is in my descriptions, but it's Andrews underscore collectibles underscore more. It's not the same name as my YouTube channel, Andrews Numismatics, but I do a lot of times post updates on there too. It is kind of a mix between a coin posting account and also a personal account. So if you don't want to follow for the personal stuff, then I understand. But I do a lot of updates there as well. So anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, everyone. Now, a lot of times I don't make